Okay. Good morning to everyone. I'm Rogério. I'm 49 years old. I'm from São Paulo, but I live in Rio de Janeiro with my wife, my stepdaughter. I'm an accountant. I'm a Christian. I've been working with accounting since 2003. Yes, 2003. And I've been studying English since 2018. Serious. So, in Talk, I'm here since May. And finally, in my free time, I like to practice exercise, play my guitar, and play with my little dog. That's it.
Thank you, Rogério. Nice to meet you. And who wanna go on? Amanda, miss you. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, Aline. Good morning, everybody. Long time I don't come here in the morning. Uh, well, because I have a good reason. I got a job in my career. Now I'm a QA engineer. I was struggling last year to study for that, for my career transition, because I used to work in cruise ships for 12 years. And then I decided to quit my job and come back to Brazil and work on land, not at sea anymore. And then I study, but finally I get through. I'm 1 month working, and let's see. But now I'm studying harder because I need to keep the job. And I live here with my son, with my husband, and it's a challenge for him to live here because he's not Brazilian, so different cultures and everything, but we are surviving. And that's it about me.
Oh, very nice. I'm very glad for you. And Erica, can you go, please?
Yes, good morning, everyone. I'm Erica. I live in Belo Horizonte, Minas Gerais. I have a degree in nutrition. Here, I work in some public schools. I live with my parents. I don't have pets. In my free time, I love cooking, reading, sometimes practicing physical exercise, go out with friends. And I have been here in Talk and Talk for 1 month. So it's a pleasure to be here with you all. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Erica. And you can go.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. My name is Clinton Brito. I entered 1 years old. I'm married, currently living in Aracaju. I have 4 pets, 3 cats, and a dog. I have a degree in business management, and I work at 6 years in the financial markets. But like Amanda, I am transitioning career from financial markets to IT area, but in my case with software development. I've been studying software development for the past year and a half, and I've been applying for jobs since January, trying to get my first job in the area. So congratulations, Amanda. Um, in my free time, I like to stay home, watch movies, TV series, live sports, and I also like to practice sports, especially cycling and running. But now I'm more uh, practicing uh, physical exercises at gym. So yeah, this is me.
Thank you, Clinton. Well, I'm Aline. I'm 37 years old. I'm living at São Miguel dos Milagres, Alagoas. It's a little village. I have 6 cats, and I live, and I'm working as a cotton manager right now. Heck is that? Let's start. I want to read the first one to start the engines, and we start doing. What does the phrase invisible work means to you? especially in the context of household care. Wow, I think we can start with the boys in this one. I wanna start answer this one. Então,
I,
Rogério,
yes, I can. Uh,
tem-
Invisible work. Let me see if I understand very well. It means when we didn't see the, for example, my wife or my mom doing something at home, and I mean, I left the house early to work, and when I return, my house is clean, to be organized, everything organized, everything is in the right place. Uh, I don't have I'm not seeing who, but I think my mom, my wife doing something very well. So I'm correct if I think
yeah,
visible.
you're
Yes, okay,
correct. Yes,
okay,
that's magical that happens when you arrive in your house and you have your clothes cleaning, your house with a good smelling in that beautiful diner for you. Just eat.
nice. Okay. Yes, everything the right place. All clothes are washed. Yes, the floor is clean. Yes, that's it. I think.
And you, Clinton.
Well, I remember when I was a kid, this was absolutely invisible work because we had only to concern about playing and studying basically. So um, nowadays it's completely different because I do most of this work here at home. So I dish the wash and I have to wash my clothes. I don't have to iron them because um we have a housemaid who comes here once 2 weeks. So this is this is some kind of job I don't do, but others absolutely I do a lot here at home, more than my wife including. So I'm pretty um comfortable to talk about because I do this every day.
Mm, thank you.
I don't cook because I only cook my dinner, but not my lunch. I buy my lunch, let's say that way, and I hate to cook, so I don't. I'm terrible in this specific job.
Yeah, I think everyone has your abilities in our house. Mine is cook here. I am the cook, the chef of the house. Not a good one. Sometimes I say for my wife, thinking the good stuff that are you eating. Don't care about the taste.
It's the
uh,
intention what matters.
yeah. And you, Erica, can you answer this one for us? The first one?
Yes, for me, invisible work means it's not a recognized job. In Brazil, só como the housewife share many responsibilities. The human should combine the professional life and the private life. So you said the human here have two journeys because you when you come to your home in the evening, you should cook for your family, clean the house, wash the clothes. So there are many responsibilities for us human. I think is most common in Brazil, not in developed countries. So the invisible work for me is like this. It's not a recognized job. And but I think if another thing is about when you have the older kids and they uh, and it care the new one. It's so common in Brazil. So it's another invisible work as well, and the society didn't recognize this kind of job. It's not recognized. When I said about people think care take care of the family is not a job, but is a job. But our government didn't recognize that for get retirement as well. For me, is this. How about you, Amanda?
I totally agree with everybody. I'm impressed with Clinton, but actually I should talk with his wife first to see if he really do everything he said because it's too much. Or maybe I should tell him to talk with my husband because I want a little bit change here at home. So, uh, housework is a job, is a challenge job. Is nobody see us, nobody give us the right recognition. And usually, guys, most of the things are in our side. It's like when I was not working, it's okay. I have more time, so I can manage to do more stuff at home. But now I'm working, and I'm still the one who needs to do the housework, the food, the taking care of the kids, because it's not only because he's a man, but in his culture, it's totally different because in his country, like the wives stay home and is the one who take care of the things. It's like the man has the power. It's like old school. I'm changing his mind to recognize that, and I give tasks to him and to my son because I don't want this happen here. I'm Brazilian. I have different style. He need to help. He help the way he can, but because when they start to put their hands in the work, they start to see how hard it is because it's not easy to manage everything because we need to manage time, money, everything to be ready on time, to be ready with the money we have. So it's a kind of it's a struggling job. It's a management. You need to be an octopus and manage everything to be on time in the right way. And when you guys put your hands on the surface, looks like you recognize a little bit more what it is. And it starts to be not so invisible job. You can see how hard it is. And sometimes I say, okay, she's really doing a great job. Let me help her. I don't know, it's like that. And you, Aline?
Thank you, Amanda. Yeah, wow. I think the house it's an infinity job. I think it never ends. We can do today, and we're gonna do tomorrow too. And here in my house, we have a division of our tasks. So I'm responsible to do the groceries. My wife is responsible to wash the clothes. And we have cats. I am responsible to clean uh, the vomit of the cats, and she is responsible to clean the shit of the cats. We divide the things here, the works that we have in the house. And of course, we work in the technology. She's working the technology too. So it's a hard day by day. I think we work until late, and we have help here on our house. We have a housemaid that comes to our house to help us to clean, and we share this bill together. I pay half, and she pay the other half, and I think that's very good for our marriage and for our life. Because sometimes I get out of the work, I I have the sensation that my brain just melted, and I don't have any straight to do anymore things. So I think the invisible work it's here, it's around us, and you you can see that in every family. My mother nowadays she take care of my grandmother, and that's a lot of work. It's a hard work, and she works eh, by herself, and she managed the house for 7 persons. She do the food every day for 7 persons. So it's a lot for me. I think she's my hero. Well, can Rosario, can you read the second one, please?
Yes. Can you describe some tasks that are often done behind the scenes in maintaining a home? Yes. I think it's look like invisible work because, as I said before, in my case, I need to be in the office. So when I come at wrong, I need to take the trash in and put the lot of delicious forget the name. Everything is clean.
Bin.
Everything is what?
Trash bin.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, yes. Thank
Oh,
you. Yes, he helped me. So everything is clean. Uh, so I didn't see nothing. Just everything is clean, so it's very good. And I could smell a taste because the dinner is red, so it's so good. It looks like a monk's house, you know. It's wonderful, and I think that's it.
nice, thank you. And you, Clinton, can you answer this one for us too?
Well, in my case, usually I do cleaning stuff like dish to wash, etc. Um, s- um, Half laundry because I separate my clothes from my wife's because she, if I don't pay attention to this, she makes things that shouldn't be washed together. So I already lo lose clothes because of this. So usually I do my laundry, I wash my clothes. Um, I'm kinda perfectionist with organizing, so uh, every day, almost every day, I'm cleaning something here. But with pets, it's her job, like cleaning, like you said, your cats and what they do. It's her job, and usually I also go to the grocery stores to buy provisions, and this is something I do too. Budget management is usually something it's her side, he does. Um, we don't have children, so we don't have to worry about this. It's much more easier, by the way, at this point. So yeah, I think I passed all the kind of jobs, housework we have here, and this is for me most of our invisible jobs work here at home.
Nice, thank you, Clinton. Well, Erika,
Some tasks that are often done behind the scenes, for example, as I said before, clean the house, washing and washing the clothes, cook a delicious food. I can add, for example, when we repair something in your house, maybe when something broken, you should repair the electricity. What else? And I think it is about the maintenance in of the home. I can talk about when, for example, the human take care the kids, because I think when you try to organize the life of the people that live with you is a kind of job. And many times you should, for example, help the kids to do the homework. And it's a terrible task, I think so, but it's a kind of the test that you do behind the scenes. People didn't recognize that, but in my case, for my opinion, it's so important. How about you, Amanda?
Oh my goodness, don't tell me about homework. It's terrible. My son is, he's not here because he understands English, so I need to be careful. But he's 10 years old, and the things, he's on the fifth grade. And I hate school at his age. And just to study back those things for me is so hard. I'm already studying in college again because I'm doing my second graduation in technology. So I already have my stuff to think. Now I need to think about uh, science and some kind of math that I didn't like before. And I hate even more now, but I need to teach him good. Uh, so the housework behind the scenes, is so many. Like cleaning the house, doing the groceries, washing the dishes, washing bathroom, wash everything outside because I have pets as well. I have two dogs, but I managed for my son to get to clean his stuffs. So it's something that I could manage at least. So I don't, because I don't have too much time for that. And it's his pets. So I say, okay, so you take care. So I give the food and he managed to clean. And do groceries. I prefer to do by myself these things because if I ask my husband, he buy maybe 10 no, but 5 packs of rice and 1 pack of beans. It's opposite. Even if I make one list, the list come upside down. So I don't know if he did this by purpose for me not to ask him anymore. I think that was the reason, but I say, okay, give me the money and we go together. And he stay in the car and I go inside because he don't have patience to see the expire date. It's something that we need to think because I'm going to buy for the month. I cannot just grab something and go. We need to think what we're going to spend during the month. So it's a kind of management of the money and the food we are going to purchase. We have the space home that is not so huge, fridge. So I need to manage what I'm going to buy to fit there. Clothes. Oh my gosh, it's endless, the word. From 5 o'clock in the morning until 11 o'clock in the evening, I managed to work, go to college, clean the stuff in the house, and take care of my son and his stuff because my husband cannot help with that. I cannot blame him because he don't speak Portuguese so well. So how he's going to help with the homework in Portuguese lessons? So, but the rest he could help a little bit more. I'm going to tell him to talk with Clinton sooner.
Yeah. Okay.
It's going to be an
Talking
interesting conversation.
about the subject that we are talking today, let's do the in the other way right now. Can we start right now reading the question number 3, Erica?
Sure. Let me see just a second, please. Okay, number uh okay, 3. How do you think the work of manage a household is similar to or different from other jobs? From my point of view, it's totally different because, as I said before, it's a kind of job that society um, doesn't recognize. And as Aline said, is a kind of job that never ends. So, in my opinion, it's totally different. And because when you get the job out of home, you know when your job is start and end in the final of the evening. But when you come home, you start working and you didn't stop until your work have been done. So for me, it's totally different. And you didn't have income for this kind of job, of course. So this question is easy to answer. How about you, Clinton? What's your opinion?
I agree with you. But most of the difference for me is monetary because on your current normal regular job, you get paid for it. And in this case, no, you are kind of obligated to do this, but you gain nothing in return, monetary speaking. So uh, many times you do, and you hate what you do, what you're doing. In my case, I'm more um, soft about this because usually I am listening to something during this kind of jobs. These jobs usually are 100% um, not demanding your mind. So you can listen to something while you're doing housework. So I'm always doing this. But if I had to do this job without my headphones, I would be mad.
Nice. I have some techniques that helps me to cleaning and cooking better. I always stud when I'm cooking the food of the week. I try to do the food of the week. Yeah, I can do the food for 3 days. I can get there to do the food of the whole week in one time. But when I'm cooking, I'm studying. I'm doing a course. I'm doing something in my cell phone. I think that's better for me. Well, and you, Rosario, number 3. How do you think the work
Yes,
manage?
yes, yes. I totally agree with you guys. But yes, I'm from my view, it's totally different to manage this household to the jobs. It's so wonderful doing household because we don't have boss near for you for. So I think it's so good. Oh, do it. You can do whatever you desire. You know, which clothes, uh, using clothes that you like, listen music, watching something. Uh, but as Amanda said, I think it's so difficult. Take care of the children, take care of the pets, take care of the house, take care of the husband. All this is it's difficult. Uh, when I arrive at home, I help my wife clean the wash the dishes. So, but I have a little back pain, so I need to sit. I need to lay down to relax because I do everything in the same time. It's so difficult. It's as Erica said, it's don't recognize some this job. I think it's so sad. It's my view.
Yolanda.
Uh, I agree with everybody uh, regarding that is different, but we have some similarity with jobs as well, paid jobs, because we have to have time management, budget. We need to deliver tasks for people in the house. Even if it's little tasks, you still need to manage to give to other people, to share something to do, and those kind of things well, at least as a leader, we have in the job as well. We need to think about this. But you have more flexibility at home because you can work the way you want, you can manage. Actually, if you have a son, if you have kids, it's more complicated because you cannot do everything the way you want. Because sometimes you're busy here studying or working, and your son is just shouting like, "Mom, I'm hungry, I'm this, I'm that." We, as adults, we can manage. We wait, we eat some snack or something like that. But the kids, they want food. It's their time. Sometimes they cannot wait, maybe for more 2 hours. They need for now. And these things you need to manage, like what you can stop for a while. You need to give priorities at home. Like in the job, you need to put priorities, what you're going to do first, and then what is important, what is high priority, and do first. The rest you're going to leave. I need to wash the garden, the garage right now. But it's impossible. Okay, let's just move to another day. I think those kind of things is similar to real jobs. I think. How about you, Ale?
think I think you we have to manage a lot of tasks in our home, and you have to
I think
prioritize them too.
you're in
Sometimes,
bad connection now.
or
Yes.
or sometimes I have to do something that I don't want to do, but I have to do that, and that's very similar in work too. Oh my God, yes.
It's a little frozen for me.
Now she's completely frozen.
Yes, no,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, maybe she fall. So we can continue, guys. When she come
Yeah,
back,
maybe you can continue.
mm-hmm.
Amanda, please read another question for us.
Yes, I'm going to read the question number 4, and we continue. So when she come back, she answered the question too. Oh, she's back or not? I don't know. I'm going to read. Why it's important to recognize the contributions of those who hold down the fort at home? You know, I it's not about money, those things, but if you do something at home, that is already hard to do because we're struggling to do. And if somebody say, wow, that's so good, this is great, the taste of the food is nice. Well, I cannot say here if somebody say that the taste of my food is good because I hate to cook. And when I cook, and I know that I don't cook good. Thanks God, my mom's living nearby because I moved to Minas Gerais and she was from São Paulo. Now she moved next to my house. So she's the one who's cooking for me because I'm struggling with this. So, but the rest of the houseworks, when they come and see everything clean, the clothes is nicely, it's nice when they say, wow, thank you for doing this. This kind of recognition, maybe for the person that say, it's just small, but the person that receives the compliment is so good. Who don't like to receive a compliment? Whatever we do, we like to receive that. So at home is the same thing. How about you, Rogério?
Totally agree with you, Amanda. Uh, when we say, "Oh, thank you," "Oh, you great," "Your job is so great," I think it's a wonderful who can hear these words. Uh, I think it's mandatory to recognize these people, uh, uh, even if this job is doing with woman or man. If they live alone or in the family, I think we need to recognize. it's a hard task. It's a hard, sometimes difficult to do. Washing the bathroom. Oh, Jesus, it's it's horrible. Uh, in my case, for example, I sometimes I wash the bathroom. I need to repair the house, doing some maintenance. Uh, it's a hard. In the last weekend, I was painting my bedroom, so difficult until mid until 11 p.m. Clean the painting the bedroom. So it's difficult. I think I didn't receive nothing. Just and in the end of this task, oh, was good. Everything is beautiful. So hear this word, I think it's wonderful. What about you, Erica?
This interesting question, and I always think about this because if today I can work outside, if I have my degree, if I'm building my career, is because there is someone behind the scenes that provide me all support. This person is my mom. My mom do everything for me, so I didn't. Take care about the house, the clean, the food, because she did it all for me. And but yes, Amanda said it's important you recognize this. He said, "Oh, the cook is delicious. The house is smelling good." But for me, it's important as well to provide her some facilities, like she loves traveling. So every year for at least one national international travel, I can provide to her. So it's so important because I help in the house as well, but I'm not have what can I say? I'm not struggling if the house tasks because I know because he's in the front. So for me, it's so important to recognize her, and I think everyone here should think about there is someone in your life that give you all support because alone it's impossible to do everything. What about you, Clinton?
It's hard to say after all you guys already said everything about. But yeah, I agree with all of you. Um, in my case, as we have charity responsibilities, it's easier to do that because we see each other doing stuff and um, yeah, it's we have a balanced workload, let's say that way. And this recognition is important for um I don't know, some kind of not validation, but uh you have your morale boosted. So uh it's important to keeping doing the job during the years, especially after years it becomes more boring to do these kind of jobs, but there's not alternative. We can't pay someone to stay here every day to do this kind of work. So someone has to do the job. So yeah, I think that's it.
We are not rich, right? So we must do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, Clinton, can you read next question, please?
Okay, can you share examples of how people juggle multiple tasks in taking care of family? Um, I think you, Amanda, gave us some good examples of uh, sometimes it's kind of similar with regular jobs, like time management you have to concern about, prioritizing tasks, uh, some things are urgent, others not. So it's important to get to know this, because in my case, I know the things that can't um, be left here in house. So um, I know in my mind what's running out of stock, and I have a list of things to buy, and not every day, but at least twice or thrice a week I'm going to the grocery store, because um s- it's almost a neighbor here in my house. So when I coming back from the gym, usually stops by um grocery store and shop some things that are missing, especially food, fresh food like vegetables, fruits, because you can't have a shopping for like a month in this kind of food. They have to be fresh, and yeah, you have to deal with this kind of management, micromanagements, and in, is in my case here in my house, my wife is terrible with this kind of things. She's like, I think you, Amanda, said, the kind of person who buys 5 items of something that is 3 months. So it's not necessary to buy five. One or two is enough. And things that are running out more rapidly, you buy so much less. So she's not going doing this kind of math. So yeah, usually I do this kind of management. And when she's buying something on internet, she always asks me what's missing, what's good to have provisions that you can have more quantity because there is some kind of sale online, and we do this together basically. And what about you, Amanda?
Yes, I agree with everything you just said. Uh, the time management is the thing that you have most in the daily basis, especially during the week. The weekdays for me is the time the for me it's the more struggling time because it's the time that I'm working. Weekends is more soft, so I can be more flexible with time. There is no time actually necessary, but during the week it's time to work, time for lunch because it's going to school. My time is only 1 hour break, so I need to manage to do a lot of things at this time and eat or try to eat. Luckily, I work from home, but it's not so easy. People think that working from home is easy. It's my first time
Sometimes
working.
it's worse.
It is. I didn't know that because I always work abroad actually. So I work in my job because I was used to working in cruise ships. So I was there in person. But working from home is my goodness, the time management needs to be more accurately because people think that you are not working. Somebody can come to visit you, but I stop to answer the door during the week. If I'm working, I'm not going to answer. I'm working. Just pretend I'm not here. I cannot just stop my job and receive somebody because here in Minas, they have the culture of come to the house and drink coffee, those things. I don't have time for those things. This is weekend, so I already tell all my family and friends here during the week, I'm not able for nobody, only for my mom, my husband, and my son. And that's it. Because I need to manage this time because I don't have time. It's very short. Everything is like on the way. And budget as well, because to change career, I come from senior level to junior. I was trying a trainee, but luckily I got a junior job. So for me, it was perfect. CLT, so I have some advantages. But the budget is smaller than before. So I need to manage this well to have everything for my family and we don't struggle with things. We always have food and those things. Yeah, it's hard job. How about you, Rogério?
You said everything that we need to answer, Amanda. It's so good to hear you. Yes. In my view, it's totally hard to manage these tasks. And question 5, am I right? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I think to juggle these tasks, as Amanda said, the time is so short, as so difficult. My wife, for example, in my case, she take care of the house, she's her children, the pets. I'm working out home, so it's so difficult for her, and I think it's to manage this task it's a challenge, you know. A difficult challenge is hard task need to do. I need to when I am working home office. He thanks me a lot because I need to do something for maintain this house clean. So I think that's it. How about you, Erica? I think I've answered. I don't know.
I will answer now.
How?
In my case, like Clayton said, it's important you prioritize some tasks, and I try to create a routine, a schedule routine. For me, is important, and what my priorities. For example, I must have time to do my breakfast. For example, I can't skip the time of the eating. So for me, breakfast is so important. Have my lunch is so important. So in the past, I worked from home as well. And to be honest, it's so hard, as Amanda said, because many people here in my house call me, Erica, come here, Erica, do this, do that, and people didn't understand that you are working. It's my job. I'm not here on holidays, and now I don't work from home anymore, but I work clear to my house. So for me, it's important because my priority is have quality of life. So I didn't spend too much time to go to my job, and I think that's it. But another thing I'd like to say, guys, is because today everyone must work as well, because you need to get our money. But for me, it's important as well to have time to do like I'd like to do. For example, must have time to be here, study English, to read my books. So sometimes I skip some tasks because I'm thinking about my mental health. Because if I just work, sometimes, oh my God, I will get one burnout. So for me, it's important create a routine and try to include my personal life, the things that I like to do in my routine. That's all. I think 4 minutes left.
I need to go, guys. I need to work. I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. We don't have more time to questions, but it was a pleasure to be here with you guys. And the topic was very nice, so it was nice to listen. How do you guys think about those jobs as well? Because it's a hard job for us.
Yes.
And see you
Okay,
next
guys.
time.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
See you. Bye
Bye.
bye.